Well, it's been a long time since I did a video. This is an Amazon Prime unboxing. What am I unboxing? Can you guess? It's big. That's, I guess, all you know. So let's turn it this way and maybe you'll be able to get a little glimpse. Can you get a glimpse? So I'm unboxing this. I just wanted to share it with whoever might be watching because I haven't had a sewing machine for, I don't know, maybe 20 years. And, you know, it's not like I don't understand the beauty of sewing because I used to sew all my own clothes and my children's clothes. I don't know what that is. Have I blocked the... I guess it's just very dark. So let me see if I can get this out. This is going to be difficult. There we are. Let's do it like this. I don't know how you get this foam out. Put it there. Super excited because I have been thinking of getting a new sewing machine for I don't know how long. It must be 15 years. And somehow I always thought, oh well, you know, I've lived this long without one. I don't have kids to sew for anymore. I don't sew for a living as I used to. So I always just did everything by hand. And if I needed to make a little cushion or to mend something, I just did it by hand. And then it's been a couple of months that I thought, well, I need a sewing machine. I want a sewing machine. Not I need, I want. Needs and wants. Anyway, I think the best way is just to tip it on its head. Yeah. And then put the box in. And then hopefully it won't collapse on me. Okay, so we've got rid of the box. Thank God. Okay, so here we are. Here we are. Can you see? That's it. So, let's see if you can see some of me. There it is. It's a Bernette sewing machine, Sew and Go number 8, series 8. So it was really much more affordable than I thought. I mean, you can get a machine, I got a good machine for $150, but I didn't want a $150 one that might break and then I'd have to do it again. I wanted something that was obviously not the most expensive, but at least something that I could use that had quality. This is nice and heavy. I thought it would be much lighter, but it's actually quite heavy. So I'm just going to get this plastic off and then I'll show you. Oh, I'm so excited. The smell, that new smell of machine oil. It's like a new car. I'm so thrilled with it. So, those of you who have one of these can maybe leave me a message, but they've been kind enough to thread it, which I think is rather lovely. So it's been threaded, and I presume the bobbin has thread in it, because what they've done very kindly, and it has a needle in it, is, I just have to learn all the things. Okay, so that's how you lift the foot, and they've been very kind to show the stitches. So they've done a satin stitch, a buttonhole stitch, a zigzag stitch, and it all, oh, look, all the stitches. So this machine, so they're showing all the stitches there, you can see it. This machine can do, if I'm not wrong, I guess I have to plug it in. Yeah, I have to plug it in. And then I will show you on the monitor. So it does a lot of stitches. I can't remember exactly how many, but I think it might be 197. Let's see here. I mean, all those stitches. You see there? All those stitches it can do. And it's not a computerized machine. I didn't want a computerized machine. But I must say I'm quite delighted. I like the look of it. It feels very solid. And yeah, and so then there's the stitch length, and you've got a buttonhole. You've got all of these stitches, satin stitch, overlocking stitch. Yeah, I'm really quite thrilled. I don't know what that is at the bottom here. Forgive me because I haven't, touched this. Oh, these all the stitches. Isn't that lovely? So there's a card. You can pull it out. And these are all the stitches it does. Let me see if I can just angle that so you can see. Those are all the stitches it does. And so you can pull this little card out and see what stitch you want. And it does monogramming. It certainly does everything I need to do. Numbers, letters, little motifs like flowers and leaves and stars. I'm not really into the whole embroidery side, so it's got more than I need. Really what I wanted this for was I make Christmas cushions, and I make Christmas hangings, and different Christmas decorations out of fabrics, lovely Liberty and vintage fabrics that I love. Let me see if I can go back so you don't see half my face. And so it's been a long time that I've wanted to do this. So now I will be able to sew all those cushions, chop, and things like lovely pouches to go in people's bags, that they can organize the pouches where they can put their agenda, their diary, their whatever they need, their pens. When I go away for weekend or travel, I always have a little organizer, but mine's a bit shop worn. I've had it for many years. So you plug this in here. I'm not sure that I have a cable very close by, but I can certainly try. So you plug it in, and then I can show you the little monitor with the stitches. Obviously it has a foot pedal, so that's the plug-in. It's super easy. I mean, I've had this for 5 minutes, and I feel confident that there's no nasty tricks, that I'm going to be able to make all my sewing dreams come true. And sewing has really taken off. Going back to ordering of the machine, a couple of years ago I looked at it, and really to get a half decent machine you needed to spend about 500-600 euro. And you know how it is, spending 500 or 600 euro, it's quite a lot of money. So you tend to think, oh, I need to think about this, which model should I get? So I did look at it a few times. I looked at various ones. I loved the Bernina, the famous 108 or whatever it's called, 1108. And it was $600. And the other thing is I live in Italy, so I wanted a machine that could easily be serviced, that I didn't run into problems with, that I had to now try and get spare parts from somewhere. So I'm thrilled with this. Bernina is made... It's not the exact same company as Bernina, but it's made in the same principles. And I have read about, how many reviews have I read? 3,000 reviews. Bought it on Amazon. It arrived. I'm an Amazon Prime member, so it got delivered the next day. And once I made the decision, it was between this and the Singer Heavy Duty, or whatever it's called, I think it's called Heavy Duty. And every review I read about the Singer said they were having problems. There was one guy who has a little business, and he had 6 of them. He bought them all for his staff, I think, and he had a problem with every single one of them and reverted to buying a Bernina in the end. So that was an important thing for me. And if you happen to have a Singer and it works great for you, that's lovely. But anyway, it was between those two, because the Singer was cheaper than this, of about the same capacity, the same range. Now there's machines that are cheaper than this. There's a Little Brother, there's other ones which are perfectly good sewing machines. I'm sure you can get a machine for about $170. But this one I managed to get, I actually did buy the 2-year guarantee. It has a 2-year guarantee, and then there's a 2-year renewable insurance that you can get it serviced, and it only cost 11 for those 2 extra years. So I thought, I'm going to get it, because I'd like to be able to take it in for its regular services and not be charged a huge amount of money. So there we are. So I'm super excited, and let me see if I can now get a cord. So this is the foot pedal which plugs in there. It's quite solid and decent, yeah. And I love the look of it. I'm looking at it face on for you so you guys can see, but I can see the foot and I can see the, you know, the bobbin, and the bobbin, it looks, as I say, I used to sew for a living, believe it or not, but I'm going back more than 25 years, certainly before I came to Italy, and I made all my clothes and other people's clothes at that stage, plus I made all sorts of bags and, you know, folios and all kinds of things. And yeah, I even started doing patchwork at one stage, but it's been a very long time because I've had a very busy career and sewing wasn't high on my list. I've crocheted, I've made lots of wall hangings and stuff using hot glue and stuff, but yeah, somehow I didn't have a machine. So I'm so thrilled to get back into sewing. It's become a really popular hobby. Those of you who do it know, and there's lots of men who sew for a hobby, and I think it's lovely. So I'm thrilled with my brand new out of the box. You saw it come out of the box, so there's no disputing that. This has a measurer, and then this is where the bobbin goes. Let me see if I can just open this for you, show you the gubbins. Oh, that's easy enough. So anyway, so that opens like this, as easy as pie. Super easy, no tricks. And then all the bobbins, there's needles. What have they sent me? Some needles. Let's open this. And then I'll see if I can plug it in. Oh, I love all of this. It's all brand new. So let's see what we've got here. We've got a different foot. There's another foot. There's another attachment for a foot. I guess I could read the instruction manual. That's also very useful. There's another foot. So there's a couple of foots. How many bobbins do I have there? Looks like I've got 1, 2, 3 bobbins, which have a little hole for you to thread. So I've got 3 bobbins. Then I've got this. There's 1 bobbin in there because they've sewn with it. So then there's this special foot attachment. Those of you who are watching this can write and tell me. Then there's some oil, which I can use eventually. This is something. Don't know what it is, and that. So all the bits and pieces are here, and they've sent me a bunch of needles. So I was going to buy needles today because I went on Amazon and got some chalk and a rotisserie cutter, a rotary cutter for cutting out patterns and pins and all the things you need. And this is super useful because this thing I happen to know helps you gather, I think. Gather? Is it a gatherer? Oh, it's... I remember seeing somebody use this. So anyway, I've got all the bits that you need. Super excited. And those are going to go back in there for the moment. I'm so delighted. And then I'm going to try and switch this on for you. So I can imagine that lots of people are going to say, oh, I wanted to get that, but I've got this one, or I've got one of these. As I say, there were 3,000 reviews, and they were just about all positive, except for that maybe the delivery wasn't as fast as they would like. But in terms of the machine, there wasn't one person. I have no idea what that is, but I'm going to find out. Yeah, so I can't wait. So let's put all of these gubbins back in here so I can explore. And those all go in my little pocket there. Little cupboard, and that closes up. Okay, so forgive me a second so that I can see if I can pull my electrical plug closer, because I'm here at the table and I don't... Let's get rid of all of these boxes. I'm not sure if I can pull this closer, but I'm going to try. You'll see me in a second. There we are. I think it's plugged in. Let's see what happens here. Okay, so I've plugged it in. It's off. I'm going to switch it on. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Action stations. Oh, how lovely. So I'm going to put that down again. Yeah. How lovely. Oh, I'm over the moon. I really am. So here you can see, I hope you can see, that there's, on the monitor here, it tells you all the stitches. And you can basically flick through them. You can change your stitch length. You can select all these, I don't know how many it said, 100 and something different stitches. So yeah, it's more than I need. I don't need a big embroidery level. I think that changes the tension. I don't know because I haven't read the manual yet, but it looks very easy to thread. As I say, they very kindly have sent it threaded with the bobbin in. So I'm more than thrilled with that. So yeah, I don't have to do that to try it. But what I do want to show you is, since I knew this was coming today, I have been saving up fabrics for a while, and I'm very, very blessed because in the market where we live in Italy, isn't it beautiful, all lit up? Yeah, isn't it gorgeous? I'm thrilled with it. And it has a carrying handle, which is down, obviously. Not sure what that's for. What is this for? I don't know. I'll work it out. Oh, yes. Okay. The actual thread. I haven't seen one threaded that way. So I have been buying fabrics at this market and stashing them away. But I want to show you some of those that I bought this week, since I knew the machine was coming. So I'm incredibly lucky that I can get beautiful upholstery fabrics and beautiful silk fabrics from Florence, and yeah, just the best of the best. And they have end of the run. So the guy that I buy stuff from, and I've been buying stuff even when I didn't have a machine. So this is seersucker, and they normally come in very wide, so basically very wide. And this is more than enough to make a long sleeve dress. So I need to go away further. Sorry if you can't see that well because I'm just filming this one here. But this is a gorgeous seersucker, and it's kind of like a taupe, a khaki with a blue navy. Can you see a spot? And it's lovely seersucker cotton. So there's that. I'm going to make a long sleeve dress. I already know the pattern. Then I got this lovely white. I'm just showing you some because I've got others, but that'll be for another video. But since it's just arrived, then I got the white cotton, 100% cotton, but it has a beautiful lace sort of embossed into it. Can you see? I don't know if you really can. I'd have to go away a bit. It has this gorgeous lace. Maybe you can. There. But it's, as I say, it's 100% cotton. Isn't it gorgeous? Yeah, so again, super wide, and I have more than enough to make a pantsuit, which is what I thought about, or in fact a dress and a little jacket. It's gorgeous. So yeah, and can I just risk making people extremely jealous and envious of me that all of these pieces that I scratched for were €5 each? Then yeah, and it's astounding. I mean, they probably were, some of them 40 or 50 euro a meter, but I'm just buying a piece now, but they're great big pieces. This is the most beautiful fabric. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Half of me wants to make a lovely embossed jacket out of it, but it is silk, but it's thick, so it is upholstery material, but it's like an oil painting. It's absolutely beautiful. So it's pearl, like a pearlized, it's grey with taupe and silver. Yeah, I'm not doing justice to it because I don't have my proper blogging light set up, but yeah, I don't know how much you can see of it, but it's absolutely stunning. And this is 100% silk. So, I mean, as an upholstery fabric, this, I don't know how much this would cost a meter, but it would be extremely expensive. And I've got enough. As you can see, it's very wide, 180 wide, and more than enough to make a long sleeve jacket. I don't know, maybe something else, maybe a beautiful cushion that I can do some edging on or whatever. But it's absolutely gorgeous. This wonderful. It's like a sort of painting. That. Then this another upholstery fabric, which is silk based, has this lovely sort of chevron with silver and purple. And the reason why I decided on this, again, another upholstery fabric that's stunning, is that I have the complementary wool, 100% wool, beautiful fabric, look at this, that goes with it. So the two, mulberry and the purple chevron silk. So I'm going to make, I don't know, a coat, a jacket, some suggestions. But I will show you all the fabrics when I have much more light and a much nicer video. This is just my first bit for a while. This is super heavy. I'm going to make 2 huge cushions for my sofa. It's chocolate brown and it's like a very heavy denim, upholstery denim. So on this side it's almost black, it's so dark brown, and then on this side it's a softer brown, and it is super resistant. I mean, it's heavy. So yeah, I'm thrilled, and I have enough to make 2 huge, maybe even 4 actually, 4 huge cushions, and maybe a denim jacket. Yeah, for winter. It's very heavy, so it'll be cool. So that's some of them, but you know, I have lots of other fabrics stashed away. I've got some lovely Tour de Joux, French fabrics, and yeah, I'm super excited. So, and I've got some lovely, very soft voile that's printed that I bought in France. So there we are. I'm now going to actually just make friends with my new best friend and see what I can deduce from it. I plugged it in. I mean, how easy was this unboxing? I think it says whenever the machine is not in use, disconnect the plug from the socket. Yes, okay. Well, I'm just switched it on. So I'm just going to play with this a little bit. And I couldn't resist. I came on. I've literally been sweating it out here in Italy. We just had a beautiful rainstorm, but I'm sitting in one of my cotton caftans because it's the only thing that I can wear. I have no makeup on. I can't imagine what I look like, but I had to just get on and share with you this moment of absolute joy. The one thing I didn't cover was how much did I pay for this? So, because I know you're going to ask, I just know it. So it was 296, I think, 296. And with the €11, and that's delivered because I'm Amazon Prime, there was no delivery charge, fantastic. And with the €11 insurance, it came to 306. So for €300, I've got a brand new quality machine. I've heard only good about the Bernette Sew & Go, and Bernette is a make you can look into. And if you have one of them, I'd love to know. Please let me know, or please let me know if you bought a machine recently and any tips you might have, just getting to know my new machine. Just because I sewed in the past, and I even sewed, you know, to make money in the past, a long time ago, that doesn't mean I will remember everything. I'm sure there's going to be a period where I'll get to learn again. I don't think it's as easy as getting on a bike. Once you've learned to ride a bike, you just get back on. But anyway, one of the things I wanted to say in terms of prices, when I looked at these similar machines or other machines in the past, they were much more expensive. So the one great thing is you can now buy a very serviceable, good machine for a couple of $100, and that wasn't the case in the past. Maybe some people would say those old machines would last longer. I don't know. But anyway, I'm thrilled, and let me know what you think, and I'm going to post this right away. Take care. See you on the next one. Bye. I'm going to be talking about sewing in future. Bye. From Amanda here in Italy. Bye. Bye.